The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season,
are struggling to get because they're grinding these games out, man. They're barely cracking 100 points in some of these wins, man. This is old school basketball. The hero is the guy who can fill it up.
Turn off the camera for a little bit.
That's that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On 2nd down, Kamara. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He is going to find Hill here. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, Kamara. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, is just continuing to swell here in the 1st half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told
He's going to have to be a lot more aggressive. If he's more aggressive, that's going to end up paying off in the long run.
Thanks, Ryan. Ryan Hollins, 10-year NBA vet. Thanks for your time.
Was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team moves it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Some good games coming up here in week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, the Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd down at 10, Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Darnold. It's complete to Fuller. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. A good-looking return set up here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Now this will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The trick play works. He's got the first. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Wow, first and goal. And
Harlem Shake
their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
You know, I always talk about when teams line up for long field goals, that you should be in a safe defense.
Right.
But you're also in a position here where this is a makeable kick. So rushing it is also part of this strategy. Maybe use their aggressiveness against them on that pick.
Yeah, with a low trajectory, they're coming in hot, trying to block it. You're right, and obviously it worked out. 2nd and 1. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Snap back around the 8. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Kamara up the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend
gotta take the points. And sometimes you gotta punch. You know, I don't particularly do it, but you got to.
But ultimately, they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this
Yeah, I would have,
situation,
but I just felt like there's no point.
and I think it was a smart move.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Robbie Anderson and his Carolina Panther offense, they trot back out there. He's done his part, but so far it's been a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
Well, so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. Finding space at the 40, and they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st down, it's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass,
I missed time the animation to jump, so that was my fault.
Now it's Darnold. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Sam Darnold's actually on the Niners. You know this situation, bro.
Got out to the tight end.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
Call timeout.
Guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
It hit one of the railings on the...
And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try to move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield.
And a field goal range, a little bit close.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Got him involved. Get Johnson involved.
They'll drop the throw. And he rifles one in.
Too hard.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
I'm going to try the seam route to Hill, but if it's not open, I'm throwing it away.
To throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now this will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Thomas.
They go play action here on first down. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. A.J. Green, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes.
What I value the most. So I just
finally, let's get to Indianapolis. Check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. The Chiefs still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And they've had their way running the football well over 100 yards already as a team, with 2 more quarters still to come. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the
I didn't use speed, that's why I only got to the 25.
Just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the second half with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 137 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So
that dumb down Johnson because Landry's not going to get open.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is caught downfield by Thomas.
Thomas somehow got open.
Down, but not before they work this to the 45. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. Quick throw.
That was my bad. That was my bad.
And incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive
Landry.
on 3rd down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Pulls it in at the 13. That
was funny. I'm sorry.
They certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Well,
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each
Wilson Onyemata.
never say never, right? Because
So Onyemata gets a full sack now, and Onyemata gets a half a sack.
and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible.
Huh?
And bottom line is, it officially
I'll take it.
impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty simple.
I didn't care for the interception. I just wanted to knock the ball away.
Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. There's a nice move. Just
That can't move.
return there after a punt of 49.
So he basically did a 48-yard net punt.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that a kicker can nail it from long distance?
I hate that screenplay because it never works. It's a slide protection.
And he goes out and gets a job done for them, but I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So after the run,
American,
another 1st and 10. Throw left side, take it in by Hill. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
One more 10-yard reception. He's in the zone, and Kamara is in the zone.
He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, this is Kamara. And down inside the 15 he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Perfect.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
No!
It'll be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take.
I was being too greedy, and that cost me.
And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there.
I'm the backup, so I just gotta
take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and it definitely shows that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Oh, wow. Put him on his ass.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. To throw is Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on for the 5th.
Hacker's a left-footed punter.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he
I would
gets
say
this one
goal.
away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49.
45-yard net.
As they take over. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they...
If the safety bites, Landry's going to be open over the middle. If he doesn't, I'm throwing it away.
Just sum up football. We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. And they're going to speed things
Thomas
up
is
here.
not going to get that many receptions.
Fake. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Toss wide side. This is Kamara. Oh, nice move.
Ain't shit you can do about that, Sam.
2nd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 14. The slant complete to Michael Thomas. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have got it on cruise control. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't necessarily sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. But it's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say that 15-yard line in their back pocket. football. But this will fortunately wind
Ooh, you lucky.
about ready to take over. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, if they win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
You're not stopping McCaffrey.
4 yards to pick up, first down. Now Darnold. He'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Let's see if you need a hit or there.
On second down, McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Darnold on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fuller. And he is going to have the Panthers first down.
It doesn't matter. We're winning this game anyway.
On third and 3. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're just
No, McCaffrey. No. No. No.
David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Tackle for loss and
Nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw taken in by Fuller. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21.
bunch squad.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson.
Chosen Anderson, okay.
Here's second and a yard. Here's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown. Will Fuller. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Damn! Woo! Jeez, Whitfield. Damn! You didn't have to plaster me like that. Yeah, I didn't.
Control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
On that show, they will blow right through windows that might be commercial. And I have had scheduled hits on that show for 8:30 that don't happen until 8:50. There's so many things in the game.
They begin on the ground with Camara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. Second and 6, just inside the 30. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Running the jet sweep, Landry. It's a run to maneuver. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, and drop to throw.
Could have lobbed it.
And incomplete. Second and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. Camara. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they're ruling incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He is going to find Hill here.
Hill's in the zone.
First down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line.
Wow, this is a long motion.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be good. And we're back now in Charlotte. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Out of the zone. Damn, man.
But it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Lunt's good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
I just basically put the game away effectively.
Out is the kickoff unit as they
I just wanted to shank it on purpose. Just, oh, wow. Finally.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On first down, Darnold. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold over the middle, complete into the hands of Tremble.
Yeah,
and mark him down way up close to the 30 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold down to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. This throw a bit
that bull rush was so filthy, though.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Play fake, and it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Man-to-man coverage all across the board.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time.
Let's go, Williams! And I got the user alert. Let's go.
They'll take over right at the 50. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to goal.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling dogs out in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL. It's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. There's Kamara trying to run for it. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And quickly, they get to the line. They go play action here on first down. Looking long for Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete.
I'm going to get this play. Okay.
But it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercepted.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Darnold. And this would almost intercept.
Because if you drop 1, you're heading back to Denver for Game 5. It could be a closeout game. And keep in mind, under this hypothetical, Denver would have been, what, 10-0 in the postseason when playing at home and winning by a ridiculous margin. So that's a huge win for Miami. Now the question is, you shift to Miami. Everything that just happened in Game 2 ends up meaning virtually nothing if you go home and immediately give home court back to Denver. Because it's essentially like Denver winning the first 2 and then losing Game 3 on the road. No big deal. 2 big questions. 1, will Denver make the necessary adjustments to counter what Spo did in Game 2? And number 2, can Miami continue its hot shooting? Because if you shoot 49% from deep, you're probably going to win the game.
Right, that will certainly be the key. You saw when the shooting was cold in Game 1, things went very, very differently for the Miami Heat. Steve Kerr knows a little bit of something about trying to defend this Denver Nuggets team. The Warriors head coach was on the Draymond Green Show podcast, and he discussed how to beat this Warriors team. And it might surprise you who he said that you need to focus on defensively.
You know, you mentioned them starting Love. That allowed Jimmy Butler to guard Murray. Mm-hmm. And to me, it was like, you know, I haven't talked to Spo or anything like that, but I can see
far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Darnold to throw again. Again, he finds more. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's...
400 yards, not the problem. Sam Darnold was going to get his. He's a good quarterback. It's not elite by any stretch of the imagination, but he's going to get his.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now a draw play to McCaffrey.
But Jamal Murray can't go out there at home in Game 2 of the NBA Finals, get 15 shots up, and turn it into 18 points. It's just not good enough. 1 free throw, he had a lot of assists, but he basically took that over for Jokic. It wasn't good enough. Jokic can't drop 41, and the Nuggets lose to a team that's not a very high-scoring team. Not to knock the Heat, but they're not known as a fast-paced, up drag you down in the mud a little bit. They're going to try to eke one out over you in low-scoring fashion. And that's what they did in Game 2.
I was absolutely loving what was happening last night with Jamal Murray because y'all had made me have that really annoying conversation on Friday about, is Jokic and Murray the best duo in the NBA? And Murray's now the best number 2 in the entire league, and everyone's acting like he's the best point guard of all time. Like, after one game, this Jamal Murray conversation, to the point where James Steele, our producer, even said to me at one point, you hate Jamal Murray. I'm like, I don't. I just think it
continues. He's going nowhere again.
Conversation with him.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Darnold. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. But out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but it was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Oh, come on!
Touchdown, Carolina!
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house.
Damn it, 30 points again.
That got done.
Gonzalez able to tackle on the PBT. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Attribute the success of other guys like Max Strus being able to have such a short memory between game 1, where he quite literally had a historically bad NBA Finals shooting performance, historically bad, 0 for 10. Then he comes back in game 2 and has the night that he had last night, and some of that in a small way feels like it's attributable to Jimmy Butler, not to take anything away from Strus, but just in other words, Jimmy is a leader of that team. All of those players tell you that over and over and over again when you interview them, that Jimmy Butler is the leader of this team. We go as he goes, and the way he goes is unbothered.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And got his man complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now a 1st down carry. It's Camara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Camara gets it again on 2nd down. And some room to run now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Boy, 248 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Landry.
1st and 10 at the
Bring on that car, lower it. Make a deal. It's a game chance. Let's play.
Jarvis Landry, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. Here's Darnold. And this is almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4.
Yes, you just missed me. By a few years. I was there. This is a lot of personal information. I was there 2001 to 2005.
Okay. I lived up there till 2014, but anyway, root for the
throwing here on third down. Darnold found his target. Anderson finding space at the 40. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, it's Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. This is Anderson over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. To the air again, Darnold.
Ooh, I almost used alert that one.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Ooh. I gotta go see that.
Darnold, and they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control.
That's actually realistic because the Bengals did blow out the Jets last season. This is last season's schedule.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold got a man right side.
Oh, come on, Robert. How do you get faked out again by McCaffrey?
20-yard line. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 85 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Draw play, Darnold giving to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now it's Darnold. And he goes backwards on this one.
Basically, just the same spot.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
Okay, the play worked because he got yards.
And it'll be 2nd down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
2 more first downs and I'll kneel it.
On second down, Kamara. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Staying on the ground.
No!
With Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line.
God damn it.
Not much today. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
Anthony is in Cleveland. Hey, Anthony, thanks for the call you have.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another
Kevin White with his
touchdown
first and the first.
add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his pass is caught. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here, trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
But y'all didn't want Kevin Love anymore. That's what it seems like. I don't think you thought they had much left in the tank. And it seems like he does have a little something in the tank. And part of what he's got left in the tank is helping the Heat.
One last throw now for Darnold.
Because he does add size.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for New Orleans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.
Nah.
Family is what I value the most, so I just feel very anxious. I just want them to.
Oh wow, I was very efficient in this game. 31 of 51, 452 yards, 6 touchdowns, 2 picks. Come back on the interception. 280 yards for Kamara in the touchdown. Hill, a career high, 222 yards, 3 touchdowns. Cook had a touchdown. Landry had, even Kevin White with a 5-yard tutty. $17 tackles. I mean, Daniel Alvin on. So, 5 for 5. Those. Damn, only punted once? I thought I punted more than that. Nick! I was supposed to get 5 sacks.
all very old songs, all very old movie references. Randy Moeller is going to join us at 9:30 here live on YouTube, and we will discuss with him when the Stanley Cup final will finally.
So that already happened.
It is,
we're waiting.
We're waiting for it to start. Roy, I don't know how you feel about this. The idea that, well, this part.
Again with the rain.
It's that all these hockey games are close, and oh my God, they've been outscored 12-4, which basically wasn't even the difference between the Panthers and the entire Carolina series. Hockey games this time of year are not, we lose 7-2 because Vegas is doing that to everybody.
Since the game was tied at 2-2 in game 1, Vegas has scored 9-1. That's what it's.
I'm feeling a lot of wasted goals. Like, did they need that many? I feel like now they're due to have a letdown. Everything's fine. The series hasn't started yet. Right. Call me crazy.
Yeah,
crazy. I'm more confident in the Panthers winning the championship.
Crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, you guys are looking at me like if the Heat lose Game 3 and the Panthers win Game 3, you guys are all going to be agreeing with me. Like we just.
No.
I agree with you. They put themselves in a spot where they got to get Game 3. But if they do, everything's fine. Don't panic.
The 4th series in a row that you said that.
That I said what?
That you're more confident in the
Well,
Panthers.
Well, have they won?
Well,
Winning the Stanley Cup? I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
It's just I just feel more confident in this Panthers team. I think that they're closer to Las Vegas than the Heat ultimately are if we're looking at the rosters than the Heat are to the Nuggets. I'm not going to panic. The series hasn't started yet. I understand. Bob seems to have lost the hot glove.
Terrible.
And I don't know what we do here. I don't have the answers.
Well, Billy and Stugatz told you what to do here. They were pressing it yesterday.
Yep.
We mocked them.
Yep.
This is what happens every time with pioneers, with people who dare to discover. We mocked them.
Yeah.
And they said bench Bob before the game. I mean, nobody would have done worse than 7 goals.
This is not the time to ride the guys who got you here. It is time to play the guys who are going to get you through the finish line, all right? Get you over the finish line, win you the Stanley Cup, okay? You don't have time. Before you think of it, it's going to be too late. You'll be down 3-0, 3-0, third period, series over.
Stugatz with the rare second guess that was the first guess that was asinine.
Yeah.
But what has happened in this series is, the playoffs stink when you don't have the hot goalie.
Did Chuck have 30 minutes in penalties last night?
Yes.
Or was it 20? That guy's playing like a crazy person right now. We need to settle him down a little bit.
He has 3 10-minute misconduct in the series.
Jeez.
Look, this guy has been slingshotted into hockey superstardom, where it's not just a Canadian thing. This guy is having a star turn during the playoffs, and now he's just enraged because he liked it a lot better when it's like, I'll score the last goal with 3 seconds left. Join me. I'll run into the tunnel after ending your season, and I'll celebrate away from you because we win all our road games too. Holy shit, it's hard to win in Vegas because it's loud and they got jousts, and their goalie doesn't allow any goals, and ours just allowed 7.
You can't put me in the penalty box. I'm in People magazine.
But those 2 misconducts, I don't understand how those happened. Like, it didn't make any sense. They didn't put a misconduct on the hit. That hit was perfectly clean. And the last misconduct, he just knocked the stick out of somebody's hand.
Yeah, but dude,
like, out of here.
When every time there's a whistle, you're jabbing someone in the neck with your glove. It's like a build-up where they're just like, all right, dude, we told you 15 times to stop. He's like a kid, where every time the way he's just always jabbing at people. He does the thing where he like grabs their shoulder pad, but he's like punching them in the neck at the same time.
Chris, they started throwing out misconducts in the second period.
I'm just
well,
saying,
things are getting shifted.
Dude,
right?
he was
they threw 11 misconducts in that game. 11.
He was clearly frustrated. He deserved, like, there needed to be a message sent to him. He was just being, like, crazy. Too much.
Yeah, too much.
The broadcasters are even saying it, Roy. The refs need to get this under control, or it's going to be 5-on-5 at one point in time because no one's going to be left in the field.
Roy, I don't like your attitude. Like, Chris is more positive about your team and has more confidence in your team than you do. You've been waiting for this forever, Roy. Enjoy it, all right? They're coming home.
Roy, they win game 3. Hey, come here, buddy. Look at me. Come here. Hey, you want a hug?
Get close to him.
Hey. You're panicked right now. I know you don't want to show up here.
Look at him, Roy.
You want to put up like a, you start talking about 3-minute majors and all this stuff. Hey, we're good.
We're good.
Roy, I'm excited about you because from wanting all the smoke from every angle to, I understand why anyone in the world would be shaken by, holy shit, 12-4 this time of year doesn't really happen. Difference in goals. The games are close. They're tight. They are. These are evenly matched teams, and for two periods of this series, it felt like Florida belonged. It has not felt like that the rest of the time.
I know what Roy's experiencing and going through right now. I get it, okay? It just dawned on me. Roy is concerned he's not going to get his free trip to Vegas.
Oh, that's what it is. Game 5 and Game 7. You got it, Stugotz.
You're right.
That is what's happening. Stugotz, fluent in the language of Roy. Roy is sadder than I've ever seen him as a Panther fan.
No, I'm pissed. I am angry.
Why?
They played. They did not have any fight. Zero fight. Zero
I mean,
fight.
Kachuk had too much fight.
Yeah, he had too much fight.
He was the only one with the fight.
Wait a minute,
Too
which
much
was
fight
it?
and not enough
Which
fight,
one
yeah.
was it? Did the Pan...
The hell?
Too much fight.
They didn't have any fight.
No,
bad penalty.
No.
That Montour penalty was bad. That was bad. That was
Okay,
so
but
bad.
can you guys please?
How do you know?
Thank you, Billy. I appreciate all your contributions here. Did you watch the game?
Yeah,
or
I
were
mean,
you busy reading up on the original 6? On the original 6.
No, I watched the game, but at a certain point, I said, you know what? I've seen enough here.
Yeah.
And by the way, they had 2 goalies yesterday. They had the one that gave up the 4 Bob, and then they had the one that gave up the 3. And I don't know what we do here.
Billy,
I don't know what it is that we're going to do here.
We've got a crazy
Who
show.
do we turn to?
Yeah.
We got a crazy show.
Spencer Knight can't come back.
Is bombing in from Vegas, and Amin is here, and we're gonna have fun for the entirety of our show today. But I need to expose what's happened here because I see Billy clearly now. I haven't before now. I keep trying to get him into Heat conversations and Panther conversations, and he's just watching, sort of bemused, because his love. I'm going to speak for you now, okay? I'm going to speak for you now. I've been very frustrated by this. His love, the beloved Marlins, dragged the Royals, dragged the A's, and he doesn't, I think you're lashing out at everyone on the show because you don't think it's fair that in the middle of everything happening in South Florida sports, the Marlins have a 400 hitter. A guy who gets 5 hits a game that no one is paying attention to, who won a batting title, and the Marlins just dragged the A's, and I think you've got bitterness that makes you worse at work.
Not true.
More anarchy at work.
I argue that I've been better at work than most people here. I've gotten things wrong. I haven't come in pretending I know everything. I just, say what I see. I call it as I see it. And sometimes I'm right and sometimes I'm wrong. I don't come up with these sources and pretend to be these journalisms and all these things going out. Sometimes
I know you can't know. You can't afford it.
Hey, I'm going to keep an eye on
no team afford all 99 across the
And I also
board.
told you, hey, it's time for them to get fat. And they've been getting fat the past couple of 3 games back with the Braves.
The Rams got a Super Bowl by throwing all their chips in, and guess what?
Back-to-back games, first time
Now,
since 2001.
they had to get rid of a lot of people.
They're not. If the season
All them
ends
great
today,
guys they had winning the
but I'm
Super
keeping
Bowl.
an eye for everyone because there are other
Can't afford
playoffs
everybody
coming
no
up,
more.
and people can enjoy the Panthers, and people can enjoy the Heat. And tomorrow, people can enjoy the Marlins half an hour earlier because they moved the game up so that you can see the Marlins and
I know. This is last year's roster.
How about that? And you mentioned who's arriving, hitting $3.99 right now. People are asking, hey, Is he going to be the first one since Ted Williams hit 400? No, but
Yeah.
right now he's hitting 399, which is great.
People aren't even asking that.
No, people are asking that. That was the buzz on the interwebs yesterday.
You don't ask that till like August, Billy.
Well, but what is happening is everything else in South Florida sports is too loud. And last night, guys, you're going to need to help me with this.
This one.
Game to save their season. It was so loud.
So far, I'm 3-0
Devontae
in
Adams
franchise.
interviewed, and you couldn't hear the person asking him the question, and you couldn't hear what
every arena is loud enough.
Okay.
You can hear any arena.
No, but also, Billy, I wanted to get you in on this.
I don't know why I do that. I don't know why.
Happening, and one of our
I'm too sexy to be crazy.
No longer has a sports department. You told us like a month ago, and I'm watching. The local reporters are under siege in Vegas because two of them have been like drunk Vegas fans come and try to interrupt their live shot, and you're laughing.
That's what happens in Vegas, though. I mean,
that was CBS 4.
Yeah,
Samantha Rivera, CBS 4, was under attack, and she stiff-armed the shit out of someone.
Defense.
Sorry, I shouldn't have cursed, but yeah, she stiff-armed someone right out of the picture. By the way, can we behave, everybody? Can we stop harassing people and trying to jump in front of the camera? Let's just behave.
Clay Ferraro did the same thing. I saw a clip of him. Someone tried to get in there with a middle finger. They were all over him. He was cool with all the craziness, and he saw one middle finger. He was great. He was just like, hey, get that out of here. Get that middle finger out of here. God's work they're doing.
I don't know about that.
Roy, you're defeated. You are not well. I'm looking at you, and I don't know. Is it because you're Vegas? You were on an expense account. You were going to Game 5 Vegas. I don't even know the hotel room to be in Vegas, but we got.
I'm doing good, Venetius. How's it going?
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the dynamic Alvin Kamara. He did it all for the last.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
First play and a first pass for Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on second down. Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Irv Smith, a partner. It just feels like this is his year because you remember him as a second-rounder in 2019, and he had to share the starting job at tight end in his first 2 seasons. After almost 700 yards and 7 touchdowns, the job is truly his.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And he's going to go. Albert Wilson. Touchdown, Vikings. Albert Wilson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now here come the Saints about to begin their first possession. And the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
It was terrible to see Jameis Winston suffer his torn ACL last season because he had the Saints rolling in his first year running the show in New Orleans. They went 5-2 in his starts, and they were just 4-6 after he was injured. And how about this? He only threw 3 interceptions, really addressing the big concern people had from his time as a starter in Tampa. New Orleans, they plan to roll with him for a 2nd season and hope that last year's performance will carry over in a full season.
Yeah.
Anything from Greg Cody on a Greg Cody Tuesday?
Who needs me?
Alley and running around near the arena and interviewing a Utah Jazz center none of us had heard of.
I'm sorry you guys aren't up to date with the future stars of the league.
He's not a star.
Future star.
You called him a star.
That's because
that's 45 at the 44.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. Throwing on second and long. Winston, he'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action. Winston. And that is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They start the drive with Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Cousins. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So this game here in London, the first of 5 games in the NFL International Series for 2022. We'll see the Giants and Packers here next week. Broncos and Jags at Wembley at the end of the month. The Seahawks and the Bucs, that'll be in November in Munich, Germany. First time a game's been held there. And then we wrap up down in Mexico City, November 21st. Cardinals and Niners from Estadio Azteca. Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And a line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Here's Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of first by a few yards. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll run for it. Cook. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. They run again on first down. Cook.
Nobody wants to tackle. I don't understand, man.
6 yards on this play. Here's second and 4.
Unfortunately.
Cousins now. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Vikings. Albert Wilson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings Vikings have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
I'm sure he said challenge accepted. On play action, Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Dumping it down the Landry.
There for Kamara from a week ago. Just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total is scary. Winston again. It's Kamara. They juked him. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Play action now. Winston. That is caught by Callaway. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the line.
Are you serious?
And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that goes to the goal line. If you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Cousins. Over the middle to Smith. And he's got it past the...
In real life, we not blown out by these guys. It's just nothing, man. I got to make it look as realistic as possible.
Scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On second down, Cook. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You're going to have one of those games where it just doesn't count on. It's okay.
Off the play fake, Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They go play action. Cousins. Wilson snags it left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. To throw, Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw is Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Attempt carrying the game for Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Again, some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Cook will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0. What a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. Looking long for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Off the play fake, Winston. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm, incomplete.
Plus, I was being rushed and I had no time.
Has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An
Excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brand, I think they run standard nickel, not the buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From just inside the 20, short kick. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play fake. Winston. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
I was supposed to stop that. That was my guy, man. That is not the way I wanted to do that.
Cousins gives way to Cook.
Oh my God. Oh man.
Just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Cousins.
It's okay. We're making a comeback.
The Panthers should week into the playoffs and then catching red hot and beat 3 of the top teams in the league and find themselves in the finals. But oh boy, they stubbed their toe last night. Roses are red, violets are blue. They got 7, we got 2.
Time for a goalie change, Moles? What do you think?
Time for a goalie change.
Moles, what do you think? Time for a change? Goalie, Bob, see ya?
No, I think they'll go back with Bobrovsky. He's been so good for them, and a big reason why they're in this position to get to the finals. He had an off night, but the team in front of him had an off night as well. So I think I'd be very surprised if on Thursday for Game 3 that they don't go with Sergei Bobrovsky.
Moeller, why are you entertaining that as a serious question?
It was a serious question, Dan.
Let's hear. He was not Bobrovsky last night. He was more play the Barkley sound.
Sergei Bobrovsky.
That was Bobrovsky last night. That was not Bobrovsky.
Was it a good idea for the Panthers to start some of the defensemen last night?
Well, I think, I mean, it's not confirmed, but Radko Gudas is nicked up, and he was a game-time decision. You know, they're just trying to change things up. Casey Fitzgerald that they put in there is the seventh defenseman. He can also play forward as well. I think just trying to change things up, get some new blood into the lineup, and you see that game to game, and I didn't think it was a very big deal, but
okay, but Moeller, if I may, real quick, when you say nicked up, that guy nicked up, like what are we talking about there? They're saying he can't skate the way that he was skating.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Cousins. Flush to his right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to...
I mean, that was a wounded duck throw. What was he thinking?
The defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing. Because the reaction...
No!
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
Oh my God.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6,
how was that even picked up? I threw it to square.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because
come on, Winston.
It's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway.
It's tough for anybody that's in an ownership position to keep digging into your pocket. That gets old.
Now I see why people don't use in this thing.
It's a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that are watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Taking it at the 15, a short kick. And the return to be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines yelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this is intercepted. Intended.
10-minute misconduct. You get 10-minute misconduct. They were handing them out like candy last night. Well, you know, Kachuk plays that way. He plays it on the edge. But now he's already got 3 misconducts so far. And we're only in game 2 of the finals.
This is the thing, though. The Panthers are, it's okay to say it, annoying assholes. Like, they play like they play. No, that's how they play. They're proud of it.
Randy, is that true? Or are they annoying assholes?
They're live. They're proud of playing that way. Kachuk's in here laughing about it. They like to irritate you. They thrive in misconduct. And hockey's trying to get control of the thuggery. Because they like being assholes. Yes or no, Moeller?
Well, I don't know if I'd characterize it that way, but they want to play an aggressive style, and if that means it's a little bit chippy, what they're trying to do, and it worked so well in the first three series against Boston, against Toronto, and against Carolina, is get the opposition off their game. And you can compare it. Remember the Pat Riley New York Knicks, the way they used to play, and even when